Alright, now that SU3 is out for Flight Simulator, let's give the PC-12 another rip and see if we can go all the way up to cruise via flight level change mode rather than that other janky method that I had to figure out during SU2. And while we're doing that, let's play around with the PC-12 to see if anything else has been fixed or broken during the process. But for now, I set my flight plan to flight level 240 and just getting set up here on the runway before we head out. Just taking a flight across Australia. I guess not really across. Kind of across, I guess. You'll see as we get up there, but just get set up and then get her out there. One thing, okay, yeah, this. So it says inoperative, so you can't adjust the flaps or the trim or the throttle any longer. And I don't know why they removed that. If that's just did people want that? I don't think so. I'm imagining that that's something that everyone liked to be able to control with the mouse or with their hands, but anyway, they took that off for some reason. So assign a keyboard shortcut or know your controller, whatever it's going to be. But that's the first thing I noticed that is broken. Hopefully the rest of the flight goes well and we can get up to cruise without dying of hypoxia.
Turn next taxiway. Lex Tree 469er, contact ground on 121.7.
Alright, let's get autopilot engaged and let the PC-12 take over.
Helicopter Mike Sierra Tango 25. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Alright, so I initially planned on flight level 240, but got direction for flight level 250, so we may as well take it up another 10 for this test to see if we're going to end up dying of hypoxia. Just make adjustments to my cruise.
Helicopter Mike Sierra Tango 25, contact Melbourne Center on 124.0.
And keep on climbing.
124.0. Helicopter Mike Sierra Tango 25.
So previously I really had to keep an eye on the cabin pressure to make sure that we weren't going to go over. And 750 seemed like it was kind of at the high end for the pressure change, but as you can see here, it's even higher now as we keep climbing up towards the cruise. So we're through flight level 230 now, just approaching 240. Our pressure is still within the limit. I think, if I remember correctly, it was 5.734, around that range is where it would crop out previously. So I think we're still, yeah, 5.75 now. So in SU2, this is where we would have run into some trouble. But so far, during our climb, we're not having any messages. And it seems to be working. Time will tell though, because we've seen this before where you climb and everything seems okay and minutes later you're dead. So let's wait those minutes and see what's going to happen here.
Radar contact, continue.
Yeah, you can see it's stabilized now at 5.72.
148 contact, Melbourne departure on 129.4. Good day.
All right, that's a good sign. Now, what would break it before is sim rate. That was a guaranteed break when you were trying to fly higher than what it would, allow you to before in SU2 or before, prior to that. So let's try out 3 clicks up. Works pretty good. Or 3 bumps up, I guess, however you want to think about it on sim rate. Seems to work pretty good, nice and stable, so that hasn't changed. That's as it worked before. And Pressure-wise, we're still doing okay. It's not fluctuating too much. Now, do we dare try one more notch up? Why not? Let's give this thing a run for its money and see if we can find out if they actually fixed the sim rate or not. And you can see by the winds, we're working the winds a lot here right now. So turning it on is going to end up, yeah, as I expected. The airplane is fighting it. The autopilot is fighting it a lot, and we're bucking around like a bull. Like, look at this thing go. And the pressure is jumping around, which I guess has been fixed. So even though the cabin pressure is changing, it didn't kill us. That's good. That's good. Okay, so 3 notches up on sim rate works. 4 notches up, not so much. And here we are at our destination. So we made it the entire way without dying of hypoxia. I had to hand bomb it in here at the end because I had a missed approach because I was playing with the lighting too much, because I was trying to solve getting blinded by the landing light rather than paying attention to where I was going. So I had to overshoot my first approach and come back in, and by that time it was dark. So I'm happy to see that this thing actually lets you cruise now where you're capable of, and you don't just die of hypoxia. That's great. So I started it for flight level 240, got instructed to go up to 250, and it was fine throughout the entire flight. I might go 260 for my next one just to test it out, or even more, just to see what the threshold is going to be. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how that went. I hadn't been following the forums or anything to see if these kind of things had been fixed or not, but I'm glad to see that the cruise has been fixed. And again, this is in free flight, so maybe it'll be different in career mode. I'll have to give one of those a shot too, and I'll try it on a different continent as well too, because I found before that sometimes what would work in one continent didn't work in the other. So I'll give this a good run for its money in the daylight again tomorrow in North America, just to see if there's any difference. I hope not, but just in case. Anyway, it works. We can cruise where we need to. That's amazing. I hope you liked it. If you know how to fix the lighting that I was struggling with, like the landing light just completely blinding us when we come in at a night landing, let me know in the comments. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you soon in the sky.